Veterans Day. We're here. Going to be assessing how things went Sunday. All that and more. You're on the Terror Dome.
Turn it up, Jado.
And what's up, everybody? It is 11/11, Veterans Day. For all of us that serve, round of applause for all the veterans out there. Where's my applause there? Round of applause. Thank you all that serve and all that keep serving, ladies and gentlemen. We is in this place to be. I got my main man, Kali Young, already on the trigger man. Kali Young is here. Happy Veterans Day. TD, thank you for your service, my brother. Thank you so much. I got on my cavalry hat, man. When they called on me, boy, it was a bad day. When you got the cavalry, they got to come get you. Woo! Things went a little rough, but I'm here to help, and help is on the way. That's what I do. Rest in peace, the Hall of Fame coach, Lenny Wilkens. Lenny Wilkens. Oh, man, Lenny gone. Lenny Wilkens, man, that man know ball, man. That man knows ball inside and out. Incredible basketball mind. I imagine on all the arenas tonight, 4 games, they're going to have a moment of silence for the great Lenny Wilkens. I remember him mostly with the Atlanta Hawks. Back then, they had Dominique Wilkins, and a lot of the boys. Spud Webb was on there, and a lot of good players he went through it. And there were some other teams, and we'll look at it even more, man. But I'm real sorry to hear that about the great Lenny Wilkens. And speaking of great, ladies and gentlemen, Christian Carver is in the building. Morning, Terror Dome. Out for a walk on this chilly morning. Boy, you ain't saying nothing slick to a can of oil. It is cold out there, Joan. It is cold. That hawk drop. And it's actually snowing down here in some parts of North Carolina. There's what they say on the weather, an Arctic blast that has hit the South. And it don't take much for the Southern boys to be like, whoa, they putting on a sweater at 50 or 60 degrees. So when you hitting them 30s, when you're in them 30s, them low 30s, man, what? Then that wind chill, that hawk is out there, man. Bundle up. I got the Regal Eagle. Happy Veterans Day to the Regal Eagle, Drill Sergeant. We done got bit by the same mosquitoes. I don't think we was in the same units, but we had to be close because you mentioned your assignments, and I was doing the same thing, man, in Korea. Fort Bragg, Fort Campbell. Shout out all the great forts around this junk, man. Fort Lee, Virginia. They know me out that piece. They know me out that piece. Happy Veterans Day to you, my brother. Don't Bother Me is in the building. Send me I got you, my brother. I got you. Hey, it's Veterans Day. I'm gonna have my boy come on this jump. Let me hit him up right quick, man. I want the veterans to come on by. Let me see. What Regal Eagle at? Regal Eagle. Dennis, you on Twitter? You on the Twitters? Hit me. Are you on Twitter? Message me on the Twitter, man. I'll hit it up. I promise I will. Don't bother me. Rest in peace, Marshawn Nealon. Yeah, man. We had to have prayer. We had to have prayer last week when we got the news. It was Thursday. Yeah. Red Jet had jumped on, and my cousin Ellison, and I was on and didn't even realize he had passed, and it was a pretty early morning show. I think I started at 10, maybe, yeah, something like that, man. And the details were sketchy. We just knew that he had passed away, and then Ellison came with more of the details and everything that happened. And you never know what a man goes through, or a man, what he was dealing with, how heavy things are for him. And for God's sake, everybody, man, if people just come across your mind sometimes, it might just be random. You might not have talked to them in months and Sundays, but just get on the phone and call them. If God drops them into your mind, it's for a reason. It is. And don't strive with it. It's one of the sins against the Holy Spirit. Do not strive with Holy Spirit. There's an inner voice in all of us that talks to you sometimes. And when it does, you need to listen. There's an inner voice, and this is it's in the Bible about Ephesians, the 3rd chapter. It talks about the inner man. And when you're reading a book and you're not reading aloud, there's a voice it's called subvocalization. It's in all of us. It's saying words, and that voice is your inner man. You ever heard the term, man, something told me don't go down there, or something told me don't mess with her, or something told me don't do this? And some of us call it their gut or whatever and what have you, but it's that inner man. Listen to it. And if somebody drop in on your mind, man, you never know. Just call them. That one phone call could save a life. That's all I'm saying there. I respect YouTube or StreamYard trying something new with the portrait and landscape, but it separates the chats. That sucks. Oh man, do it. Oh, I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, they put something new in there, and they said choose if you want to go landscape or portrait. And if it looks a little wiggy, let me check it out on my end here. If it looks a little wiggy or something, I'm so sorry. It looks kind of regular when I go over to the other feed. I'm behind, but hey, I know it gives you different options for different platforms, whether you're on Twitch today I'm on Twitch, Facebook, X, which is Twitter, and I might be on TikTok, not TikTok, what's the other one? Instagram. So it is what it is there. Real Eagle, how do I get you in, man? Let me just look. I'm just gonna hit this, and something, everybody, if you want to come on in and holler at the Terror Dome, come on in and holler at the Terror Dome today, man. It is up, it is functioning, and I is here. We gonna have us a good little time. Well, not as good as I'd like it to be, because them Rams they done something to my body. they really put up some points. If you didn't see it, ladies and gentlemen, Sunday afternoon, 42-26, the Los Angeles Rams came in there like a daggone bowl of thunder and commenced to whooping as the Notorious Big said, came in the door, waving the 4-4. All you hear is Papa don't hit me no more. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the midst with Drill Sergeant Regular Army 0205. What is going on, baby?
What's going on?
Holding it down. Veterans Day, my brother. Happy Veterans Day to you.
What's going on, man? Happy birthday to you too, man.
Yeah, we out here. It was the Marines' birthday yesterday on the 10th. Army's actually is June 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Navy is October 13th. And I think Air Force is like September 18th. And then hey Unc, you got that Space Force in there now. You want to go to Space Force? But they ain't before years old.
Mhm.
We going up on 250. But hey, you got to get that Space Force in there, man. Do you know anybody in Space Force?
Not a soul, not one soul. I ain't gonna lie. But
I
you know
know a
what's
dude. I know a dude. His
crazy?
daughter's in it. You know.
Terry, you know what's crazy? What do they call those? These are called campaign hats. What are those called?
These from Calvary. Yeah, he's just
Right, but I'm saying like, what's the name of that? Like, what's it called?
I just always call it the Stetson. We had him
Okay,
right.
the Stetson.
Yeah, you are authorized
So,
to wear Stetsons.
so for those military people out there and or non-military people like that, these two hats are the most recognized hats in all of the military. And did you know that the female drill sergeant hat is getting replaced with this drill sergeant?
Oh, they're giving them the brown round.
They are. Yes, they are.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Today, they're getting rid of them and getting these. That's crazy. For years they've had these, or for years they've had that.
That female hat we used to have that little tilt with it. It looked like it looked like a Australian. If you ever worked with the Australians, they wear that hat like that. Uh,
Mhm.
them females made it look fly. It was
They
some
fly.
serious female drills, man. I came in. I had one drill sergeant Yule, and that woman was not playing. I was I hated for her man. That woman was scary.
I know for a fact I had two. There was a drill sergeant Aaron Beatty, monster on the trail, monster. And then we had drill sergeant Tankwood, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying, even though it was wrong, Tank, and it wasn't like that, but and she knows what I'm talking about. You know, shout out to her though. There was a couple of like drill sergeant Sales. She was real good. She was really really good. Drill sergeant Carrington, drill sergeant Carrington. She made the distinguished honor grad in drill sergeant school. We had drill sergeant Williams, with one of my soldiers. Drill sergeant Williams was such a good soldier. You know, like when you get to the unit and you get to your section and you know, like this soldier can be something. He just has to have some real good guidance.
Yeah,
He's that was him for me. As soon as I got there, I was like, this guy, he's good
he got it.
in the wrong situation. And so I got another soldier, him and Sergeant Olson. Sergeant Olson was a Sergeant E5, Sergeant Williams was a Sergeant E5. And when Sergeant Olson got there, Sergeant Olson felt as though that because he had been a Sergeant E5 longer than Sergeant Williams,
Uh
he
huh.
had more pull. That's true to a point. When you first get to a unit, you don't know how things work. So you need to get with your peers.
You can't get on the bus driving. That's what we used to say. You can't get on the bus driving. There's
Yeah,
an observation phase here. Feel the
exactly.
lay of the land, and then you come with your ideas.
Exactly.
See,
So
use a neck down. We didn't hire you for the
right,
neck up. We hired you for the neck down.
right. So he gets there, and him and Star Williams are going at it, and Star Olsen thinks he's better than Star Williams. Star Williams knows that he's not like to say he knows he's better, but feels as though he's better than him. So I knew Star Williams had it, so I used that to my advantage, and I used to play Star Williams all the time. And he knows it to this day, but he know now. But I would always say, I mean, hey, Star Williams, hey, if you don't want to do it, I'll just get Olsen, and I'll just get him to do it.
There you go.
And every time I did that, Star Williams was like, no, I got it. I got it. I got it. No problem. Years, well, like, because you're in the duty station, a maximum of 4 years maybe. But at one point, it's got to the point where if I asked Star Williams to do it, he would just do it. And Star Olsen needed to reboard. I felt like he needed to go back to the board and reboard to his board course.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. He didn't want to do it. He just refused to do it. His method was, I've been to combat. I've done this and I've done that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and can't nobody tell me how, if you go to school and you get a degree in basket weaving, that you can come back and tell me what to do. Not what I was telling, like, Mark, oh, you gotta understand. It's a degree, whether it's a vest weaver or not. Hey, how you doing? You know, whether it's a vest weaver or not, it's still
I
a
got
degree.
the wife in here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce D. You know, she was in the Navy.
But
We met in DC. We both worked at the Pentagon, and you know, hey man, I had to have that woman. I am so sorry. I'm getting that woman.
yeah. So
Yeah,
but anyway,
Navy or not.
yeah. So Sergeant Williams ended up. Sergeant Williams ended up. Well, Sergeant Olsen ended up retiring.
Yeah,
Sergeant promotable, and then Sergeant Williams, because he was doing the jobs that I would want Sergeant Olsen to do, but Sergeant Olsen just wouldn't do them. Sergeant Williams ended up being selected as Sergeant Major. Didn't take it because we retired. He went on the drill sergeant program, became a drill sergeant, became the highest drill sergeant instructor in drill sergeant school.
wow.
His
See that?
name, his picture is up on a plaque at drill sergeant school right now, and he credits all that to me. I'm not patting myself on the back of my jacket because he did all the work. I just had
But
to grow him and show him what to do.
you knew what to pull out of somebody. Either you're pushing or you're pulling.
Right.
And if you ain't got that insight to pull something out, man, you'll mess a soldier up. You'll mess a soul up. You know.
Yeah.
But you saw what's needed, and you know the guys, and I understand how you were saying it. You know when people got it, and you make the most of it. You know, a lot of people don't do that, man. A lot of people get jealous and be like, well, he need to get his own. Like I got mine.
You're right. You gotta get yours.
Yeah, you know how that go.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Hey, you saw the news. They done fired the coach up in New York.
He should have been gone. He should have been gone last year. And anyway.
They sabotaged him a little bit, man. They gave away Saquon to y'all.
But did they really sabotage him? Did they really?
Somebody
start, and now Scatterboo was supposed to be the guy. You know, you got signs all up in the stadium. Saquon who? We got Scatterboo. Okay.
Oh, they said that. Oh, they wanted to smoke like that. Oh well, I didn't know they was saying like that. When you get what you deserve, though. I kind of felt some way because they let Saquon go and they let Danny Dimes go, and then they told him, man, hey, we need you to win. I look like I can't win. You letting all the good ball players go. They win in the Super Bowl, and I'm here with Jackson Dart.
Hey, but you know what? Malik Neighbor said it. He said it ain't the quarterback. As he's smacking his gum, it ain't the quarterback. So when Saquon leaves, guess what? Y'all get Jackson Dart. Okay, cool. And y'all get Russell Wilson. Okay, cool. Whole time, Neighbor, somebody, it's not the quarterback. Danny Dimes leaves. He's flourishing. So was it the quarterback?
Was it? Wow.
Was it the quarterback?
They put him in the hard way. They go Red Jet in the building. Red Jet, come holler. I put it in the chat if you want to get on. But I know you had your work that you got to do some days, and some things you don't mean to out you at your job, but so some days she be serious. You know, I can't mess around. You know, when she put her white people voice on, I realized, oh, she at work.
Check it out. I was doing around searching, trying to get stuff up from a man cave, trying to get stuff that no one had, or stuff that I didn't see hanging around. So what did I do? I went out and got Hoops Crunch. That's right, baby.
Crunch.
Hoops Crunch.
He got a cereal?
The cereal for the man. Yes. Cereal. Right. That's right. Hoops Crunch. Go get yours.
It looked like them Crunch berries. They used to have.
It is. That's what it is.
It looked it looked like that Captain Crunch berry.
Yeah, that's right. Captain Crunch, man. Go get yours today.
Go get you endorsing the Coop Crunch. This man is cereal. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
The cereal. Yeah. But look, I gotta go, man, because I'm on the work computer. I shouldn't have been on this long, but I gotta get up out of here.
It's all good, brother. You know we're gonna hook up soon, man. You know, we'll have one of our quintessential classics, and I'll have story time by Unc.
I'm here.
Ladies
Oh
and
yeah,
gentlemen,
I
if
got
you've
one for you, by the
never
way.
seen it, ladies and gentlemen, watch out. Unc got some stories. He got some stories for you. Round of applause for Unc. Thank you so much for stopping through, my brother. Happy Veterans Day. He's the dude, man. He's the dude, ladies and gentlemen. Who else I got here? Red Jet Share. I see the beautiful D in the background. Yes, she's got her. It was a cardboard cutout, but she's showing her Navy mom shirt. She was former Navy. How long were you in the Navy, baby? 12 years of good service in the Navy. I used to want to just check. The Navy had good food. That's one thing I can say about them. They always ate well. Army, on the other hand, Lord have mercy. Man, Army makes MRE look like a gourmet meal. we just had slop, hash. Sometimes we really had green eggs, and it wasn't a Dr. Seuss. The eggs was green. We was like, why is the eggs green, Lord Jesus? Is we camouflaging the food too? but they was right. I guess it's food coloring. Just had to get it. Had to make the eggs hooah. Crazy Juice in the building. What's going on, my man? Jerry G's in the building. Happy better man. Thank you so much, Jerry G. How you things going down there? I saw y'all boys got hold of who I had. Hey, them Carolina Panthers. I had picked the Panthers because they've been on a little bit of a roll, but I saw that y'all had handled your business down there. I won't even mad, man. I won't even mad. I see them Saints out there. He's saying happy veterans to all. Yeah, man. Marine's birthday was yesterday, 11/10. Army June 14th. Navy October 13th. That actually 2 days before your before your birthday. It's Jerry Rice's birthday as well. So I like the October people. Kylie Young hollering there. He said D. I need to get you a microphone if you're gonna be on here. You need to be a producer and do some producing. Spruce up the place a little bit. Coordinate. Coordinate. I sound like Dragonfly Jones. Yeah, y'all, let's get to it, man. I tell you, that was not a nice game that we had against the LA Fitness, LA Gear, LA LA Rams. They put it on us, them shams. Can y'all see that? That looks a little blurry. Let me go through the thing. When I go through the thing, man, it might wig out. If I lose y'all, I will come right back. Hopefully, I will not have been having a little trouble with this thing. Little trouble. But I'm gonna get it in here now. And take this one off. And put this one in. And while that's loading, saying hi to everybody. Hope all is well. I do. All is it can get better, my brother. It can get better, especially after that performance that we put out there Sunday. That was just a little bit tragic. I got some film I'm gonna break down for my A1s and day ones, and we gonna really get into it in depth. What's up, Crazy Juice? Well, at least it wasn't like yesterday's game. It was bad. It was bad. This was the scouting report, ladies and gentlemen. We said Matt the Cat Stafford was tough and accurate, and he threw it to Puka Nacua on several percentages of times. He's always looking for Puka, and Devontae Adams is a red zone threat. Kyron Williams was a solid runner. They got a good defense. Watch out for that Cam Curl. We got to stop the run. Their linebackers were suspect. Avoid the big play and gang tackle. Do you think we did any of these? No. It came out. Let's look at the stats. These folks was just out here cutting the fool. Matt the Cat went 24 for 36, 280 yards. He was at 7.8 on an average, and he had 4 TDs. I think he had 3 in the first quarter, the first 3 possessions. Mac Jones was cool. Mac Jones went 33 of 39 for 319 yards, 8.2. He had 3 tutties and an interception at the end. I think it was like 4 minutes and no, it was 8 minutes, 38 seconds left in the game. He put up an interception, but nonetheless, Brian Robinson, when we gave him the ball, again, this is a caveat. When we gave him the ball, he went for 5.1 a carry, and he had a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 2.5 a carry. We got to talk about this a little bit. It's because we're not changing the linemen, but I just see now don't go overboard. And I ain't dogging Christian McCaffrey by any stretch of the imagination. But when I look at film, I just see a little bit more explosiveness from Brian Robinson in the backfield versus Christian McCaffrey. Don't hit me. I just see it. And I look at these stats along with how we've been looking at stats for the year, and I've been tracking things, and I go and I have a stat where I track that says yards after contact and yards before contact, because I'm trying to gauge how good is our offensive line. Are they opening the holes? Pause. Are they getting them, a bubble so he can work with it and get there? And CMC, man. CMC after contact. I mean, it ain't the best before contact. Some people, I think ETN was going at like a 3.5, a 4.0. Saquon Barkley last year, I mean, he was just sick with it. He was getting 4.5 yards before contact. That's when I really started looking at it. But then after contact would show your explosiveness, your tenacity, your will to win, your power. Are you falling forward? And I got to be real with y'all, man. I hate to agree with one of those other podcasters. Y'all know who I like, you know who I don't. But he said Christian looks like he done lost a little bit off the fastball coming out of the backfield. And stats are starting to really bear that out. Now, with that in mind, he only carried it 12 times, and he likes to get into a lather, meaning he likes to get into it. Some running backs need 20 carries to feel good with it. So, we can gauge it like that as well. But I'm telling you, I'm seeing a little bit of a trend. Now, coming out of the backfield as a receiver, he the dude you want. He had 8 receptions, 66 yards, 8.3 a reception, and he was targeted 10 times. That's his deal. That's where he's making his money. He's that dude coming out of the backfield and a matchup nightmare for most linebackers in the world. So, you give him that. On the other side, Kyron Williams just running that ball for 5.2 a carry. 5.2 a carry is Hall of Fame like numbers. I know it says 73 yards, and usually you want to go with the totality of, was he 100-yard rusher? You ain't got to be if you're going for 5.2 a carry, because that means all I got to do is give you the ball twice, and it's a first down. So, boom. 4.3 is not too shabby either. That was Blake Corum, the backup. And you see the number up here where it says carries. One carried at 14, the other one carried at 13. You see, there's no big disparity there. It's sharing the wealth. It's a little bit, what they say, running back by committee. Share the ball. Many hands make light work. I think they've arrived with this in Los Angeles, and dare I say, I'd like to see more of this from San Francisco. On the receiving end, Devontae Adams led receivers with 6 receptions. He was targeted 8 times. He had 77 yards. He was at 12-8. Puka Nacua had 5 for 64. He was at 12-8. And then Kobe Parkinson, I didn't even know about some Kobe Parkinson, number 84. I had seen him on film a little bit. He looked more like a tight end than he does a receiver, but he was at 10.3. Yeah, we had our fair share of unfortunate with these guys, and we're going to take a look at a little film and show why. As I read, you having a good time with this, ain't you? He said, "D is she's what's it called? She's my evaluator for the day. Y'all have been at work and the evaluator come." And they like, what in the world is you doing around here? Hey, what that do over there? Yeah, I know. Oh, my film, man, Jesus. Okay. You like seeing this, don't you? It is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's look back at the story that was the San Francisco 49ers versus the LA Rams last week. I started watching it kind of late, and you know we're gonna talk about him there, Kylie Young. Yeah, don't call the man a bum, man. Don't call the man a bum. This is very early. This was a these is my notifications and notes as I saw it from the all 22s. First and foremost, they're out at midfield. This is their first drive here. It's about 14 minutes and 20 seconds, 14 minutes and 20 seconds on a 2nd and 7 on this one. And the first thing I want y'all to notice, why are we playing so far off on a 2nd down? As you see, the rule used to be 6 by 1, 7 by 1. 7 yards back, 1 yard to the favored or leverage side. He's at the top of the numbers, so he's giving him outside leverage because that's what the real estate is. I told y'all they like to go with bench. They like to do different things. He's at the top of the numbers, so he's favoring him to the inside because the hash is over here, and the tendency is going to be for him to go here. Very rarely do you have that quarterback that can go from opposite hash and throw it all the way down here. They tell you, you know, when your coaches tell you, man, if he could do that, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. Well, it's a couple of them that can do it, but that's not the natural tendency. But they acting like this is Randy Moss or Tyreek Hill. They're in a 4 deep shell. And watch their first steps. I mean, you can be back that far, keep it in front of you, but be driving into them. Look at their first steps. They're already backing up. He's rocking a little bit. All right, he coming up. He coming up. He coming up. His first step, they bailing. They already bailing. It's like they scared of the receivers. They're terrified. And this is a bootleg. He went to Puka, and that was a miss there. I told you Puka was going to be his main target, and he liked to go outside. Again, I'm noticing big strides out here. You're giving him away. This is another first down right here. You're giving him. We already bailing and giving him a soft cushion. The first down marker is here. We're already in bail mode, and all they're doing is running it off and coming back on a hitch for the first down. Look at this. It's like, give me money. If the men, if they giving you the money, you go ahead and take it. And I don't know what all that was for. Robert Saleh just felt some kind of way that these guys were so incredibly fast or something that they was gonna run by them. But okay, I know they quick, but see, you're already giving them the space. This is the first down. Your heels need to be here. You know that's the target, right? But if you bailing all the way out to it and then don't come up with a hard force, it's just taking candy from a baby. And they took that candy. It was like, this is like facts, TD. Thank you, my brother. Facts, TD. All that cushion giving up. It's simple. Pitch and catch. That's what it turned into. Simple pitch and catch. Now, Mr. Hitchens here, or I think it's Mr. Hitchens and Mr. Cushion. They just coming up in here like running water. The double team here, you've got the whole line. You got a LOS. I can't have you being pushed back into the laps of my linebackers and letting these guys create this natural bubble, already giving him 3 or 4 yards. And then if he finds the hole, well, now he's got 6 or 7. I guess I need a different color here. What are my different colors? Yeah, I need y'all downhill in meeting. I need you downhill in meeting and filling. This won't good. And let's face it, we're missing key elements like Collins and Nick Bosa and Mykel Williams. And it was just showing. It was just showing. Cleveland Farrell and the other guys, Kalia Davis, and they did what they could, I guess, but these was just blowing them off the ball. We're catching people. We're not inflicting. We're catching. I told you last week, either you can be the stick or you'd be the piñata. And we was being the daggone piñata. You see this? They just running that thing. When you can run it at will, they're going to run it at will, man. They're going to run that thing at will. Boom. Look at 9-2. Who is that? Jordan Elliott. They coming off. Look, line of scrimmage is here. Or, no, let me say that. Line of scrimmage is here. Look where we're playing ball at. Get a different color. Look where we're at. We're back here. They on the double team. They making it look like we the Keystone Cops. That they blocking two with two. We just sitting on top of each other. He's walled off our linebacker here, and this guy just 88 up the gate. And here go your boy here, Collie Young, 2-7 coming down here, but He get him to dip down, but you're already 10 yards in. And what did I say prior to this in terms of I don't know why I don't use this Rolly Mouse. This is a really nice app. Thank you for this app, boo. You can roll it back. I love that. See, you can go forward, roll back, or go forward, roll back. I like this. I told y'all they run to power. They run to power. I seen it, I don't know, 90% of the time. When he's in the ace formation, he's running to power. He's running to power. We've got to be anticipating that a little bit. Now, it's not going to be that every time. It can't be that every time. But what it is, we anticipate the tendency, but be ready for the contingency. You know what I mean? Anticipation is always quicker than reaction. So if we're anticipating that we know they run into power, we probably, for me, I would have slid us over a little bit. I would have probably came with what's called a red dog and let us shift over a little bit to an over front. Over front means a tackle is over a guard to the tight inside. Under front is he's not covered to that side. And how you remember it is that guard, he's over there. That's how you can always remember it. But I don't know, we knew it was coming, and we just, man on man, we just getting beat. We up high, getting stood up. We getting just blocked. Hats on hats. He damn near walked into the end zone. He was about untouched. This is what I was seeing. I ain't trying to be overly critical. I'm just giving you my vantage point, and we can look at it from behind. They blocked. Look at him all up in his grill. He's got a head on him. He's coming out here. That's our linebacker, ladies and gentlemen. That's our stud. Tatum Bethune. Look at other linebacker is blocked. He's in the end zone, and they was blocking to stick it. And I'm not saying that these guys weren't doing their level best, but these, you know, they were just better. They were better, and they were more equipped, and they were better prepared. They were better coached. They executed better. I told you we had to have energy and execution to come into this thing, and we was out there just BSing or something. That's how they jumped out to that 21-0 lead. I was asleep. D let me get a little nap, and hey, I woke up. It was World War III. All right. I was on another program. Kylie Young was with me for a watch party. Shout out to my son there, DeAndre. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so Big Brick in the building. Salah too worried about the corners getting burnt. If they play press man, yeah, bro. That's what you got to play with Puka Nacua and the Rams. They get the ball out quick. You need to plaster them early in the down, but accompany that with a pass rush. You know the deal, man. We played. We own it. We own it. Thank you, the great DeAndre. I was on another watch party, and these guys were real critical of Brock Purdy when he would throw into double coverage or things of that nature. And I had just got on like at the end of the game, and Mac throws an interception, and I got it taped here later on. But I said, is anybody going to say something about him throwing into double coverage like that? And they just read me the riot act, called me all types of out my name, all about it, because I'm hating on Mac. No, but you was talking about Brock when he do stuff. We got to be fair. I will accept nothing in a loss that I would in a win. And it comes to a bad habit. This is early, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first quarter, first quarter. Yeah. Second and I think about 5. Second and 5. Max got time. Clean pocket. Right? You got time to scan the field. See, if it was Brock out here, he needs to not only just be looking to one side, he better be looking at that whole field, right? That whole field. You only need 2 yards for this first down, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to feast your eyes not at basically the wall defender and the outside defender making a double bracketed coverage, but look over here. Look over there. Now, if you like a matchup, don't you like a matchup with a linebacker 10 yards away from a 2-year removed offensive player of the year? But we going straight and early, clean pocket. You ain't under duress early in the game. This ain't the fourth quarter one. But look how this turned out. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just playing the tape. I just play the records. Now it looks double covered. He got there a little early, I think. But you got 3 to cover 2. And these are just simple numbers. You got to be looking. It's 3 to cover 2, and they triangulated. But down here, I got a one-on-one with CMC and this dude. Where would you throw that ball? Where would you tell Brock to throw that ball for you haters out there? That just, go with me on that. Take a little break on that one. Holler at some people in the chat. As soon as Mac threw that pass, I said, QB1, huh? See, I ain't going there with you, man. I ain't going there with you. I ain't going to do it today because D here, and she's my governor. So what you think so far, D? Was the education?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. You mean it, or you just?
No, for real.
You're so cute self. When you get a little thing to match you, she got a little. She match. I did. Yeah, these are the things I saw, man. These are just a couple of the things I saw, and then further down on there, and it's probably just more the same. They were just better. They're healthier. They were better prepared, had a better game plan. And the fact is they had more energy. I guess they had that energy coming in from the embarrassment they took the last time we played. Not that we beat them into the ground or whatever, but, I think we were 8 or 9 points underdogs going into that game, and we had lost. God, we done lost so many, and I think Nick Bosa was out. I think Fred was still there. Fred Warner was still there, but yeah, so many people went down. Brock was out. I don't think Ricky P played, and they felt some kind of embarrassed about it, so they just came with some energy and they made it happen. Hope everyone is enjoying this special day. Yes, and if you're a veteran, please go to the great businesses and restaurants that'll give you something free. Now, in Fayetteville, we got about 50,000? Yeah, 50,000 soldiers. So it's hard to get something nice in Fayetteville, or that you won't sit around for 3 hours trying to get a table for your free chicken dinner at Applebee's. But in other places in the United States, man, I think Applebee's has something. Dunkin' Donuts will give you a donut for free today. There's some other good everywhere. Yeah, Olive Garden's got a little something for us, and get out there and enjoy it. And if you see a veteran, hey man, hey, if you want to drop a little nugget on him, pay for his Uber, they'll take that too. Let's get back to some film. I love film. Y'all good? Y'all getting somebody this one? Would have been nice if Green Bay won yesterday. Niners need all the hall passes they can get. Sad as that is to say, Lord Jesus. Oh, sad as that to say. You know what hurt, Red Jet? I was looking at ESPN, and they have like their projections of who's going to win the divisions, and then they'll have like wild card, and then they'll have those teams that are in the hunt. And Red Jet, I looked over there, man, and they got us over there with them Cowboys is in the hunt. And I said, we don't work too hard to be with them Cowboys is in the hunt. Really, we just in the hunt now. But that is the damage of one game. Although, we're 6-3 now, and they're only 6-2. It's a division game. So we basically held serve with them, and they're a half a game ahead of us. Just that quick. And then the tiebreaker get on something like strength of schedule, how many points you scored, and different stuff like that. But dang, man, that little half a point. And they done had their bye. We ain't gonna have our bye until week 14. I don't know who drew that up. Thank you, Sherlock. Can I be pretty like her when I grow up? Oh, y'all are just such fans. Why don't y'all get together and do the Sealy and Nettie? Get you a free case of Dillaburger, boy. What that case of Dillaburger, boy, from Applebee's? Applebee's used to be the shiznit, right? They had that Bourbon Street steak. They were one of my favorite. When they first came, boy, when it first hit, when we was in college, like 92, 93, that Applebee's, man, that was, you had a date at Applebee's. You was doing it. You was like, oh, yeah, this is high class. I'll get the Bourbon Street steak. That Bourbon Street steak would come sizzling. Oh, that was excellent. And a cold, what I used to order, a cold iced tea, from your best iced tea, please. like you grown. There you go, Terry. Don't let the frustration out. Told you it would be better. It would make you feel better. It does. Free. I just read free. If it's free, it's for me. Give me 3. I love free. Free is awesome. What else is I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. It escapes me. Oh, military movies. If y'all want to be into some good military movies, I saw 2 incredible military movies over this weekend. One was recommended by my man Kev on Stage. It is called Warfare. It's on HBO Max. It's from these Navy SEALs that were in Ramadi in 2006, and it is really, really incredible. It is like Black Hawk Down. It is really, really done well. They had professionals. They had the actual guys who were there pretty much be technical direction on that movie. It is killer. But I want to warn all my brothers who may have PTSD it is. I don't want. I don't recommend y'all look at that because it is really 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 graphic. But for those of you who want to really get a sense of how things can be, it is no frills. It is real. It is how it is. Check it out. I recommend Warfare, HBO Max. Just you'll see what I mean. Again, my brothers who suffer PTSD and had some things go on with you, why don't you sit this one out and watch a soldier story? I like a soldier, Adolf Caesar. Wilgang, get him in here now. I'd have beat your ass and take them stripes. Yeah, man. Osama? Well, I ain't mess with him. You like that one? I watched another one called 1968 Tunnel Rats. With Dad and them over there in Vietnam, man. And to be a tunnel rat, man, I'm telling you, that is some dangerous duty. I was too big to be a tunnel rat. That's for them little 5'6", 5'7", 5'8" guys like Lloyd Lawrence. I think Lloyd Lawrence used to get down like that. Man, that thing is real. But it's good. It's real good. 1968 was just so, oh my God. In those tunnels, them VC, boy, they weren't playing around. Them VCs nasty. They were terrible. Terrible. Sound like my Uncle Mavic. Where Ellison at today? I ain't seen Ellison. Happy better. Thank you, Bebop Jones. Bebop in the building. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Hey, where is David McNiner in my crew that we make our picks on Wednesday? I told y'all, and Wolfie, where you at? I told y'all. The Dolphins would beat the Bills. I call that what? That was a major call, y'all. That I was the only one going with the Dolphins against the Bills. That we have, I don't know. I think we have Dave McNally could give you the actual number. I think we have close to 15 or 20 people who make picks on Wednesday night. And it was when we have a lock, when everybody agrees, we call it the lead pipe lock or the Corey Davis. His name was Lockdale Corey Davis. Rest in peace, my brother. But it's the lock of the week, you know. Thank you, Mr. Terradome. Hey, Miss D or Miss, it's D as in D's. No, it's just joking. He almost got it right. It's actually D high. Funny story about that. I'll get back to that. But I was the only one that picked Miami. Everybody else had Buffalo. And my camera's moving around that because D's in the background too. It don't like them. I can switch over. Hold on, man. Because I feel like it's a great camera. It is wonderful, but it will move on you. Any movement, if I go back and forth, it'll refocus and stuff like that. You can't get nothing. Papa J in the building. Papa J. I told you that. Didn't I tell you Miami would beat the Buffalo Bills? I was the only one out there. Ellison Tiger. Hey, D. Make sure you keep him in line for me. Come on, man. I'm a grown man.
It's hard.
I done served and everything.
Me too.
Yeah. But he's not impugning keeping you in line. It's me. Like I did somewhere else. Ellison did there. Papa J. You must have made a deal with the devil to get. I will share with y'all my secret Wednesday night. Wednesday. No, I can't. I gotta work Wednesday. No, I'm off Wednesday. Yeah, I'll share with y'all my secret Wednesday night. But let's just say old Terradome knows he knows what young men do in Miami. With an early start. on Sunday, especially if you're coming from the cold cities like Buffalo and Chicago. You'll have to believe me. You'll have to believe me. TD and Don right there. TD and Don. Oh. Like Tony Orlando. That's old school. They don't know about that Bebop Jones. Tony Orlando and Don. They used to come on. That was a variety show. I used to like the great groups back in the 70s. They went together, D. You know, that's how I want. Like Peaches and Herb. That's why I don't never want to break up, because when last time you went to a show and it said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Herb." It just don't even sound right. So you gotta go with somebody. I don't like not going with nobody, you know. Oh, they'll introduce me as Herb, formerly of Peaches and Herb. You know, the title get all messed up. Just both of y'all showed up. Billy Davis and Marilyn McCoo, Ashford and Simpson. When last time you heard somebody say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Ashford"? It'd be solid as a. He used to sing rock. Turtle got sources. Yeah, you know, I got intuition, and I also won Baltimore versus the Vikings. That was for Wolfie. We won't bet number 2 of the games, and we don't bet. It's just bragging rights. He had the over though in last night's game. Did y'all see last night's game? It was a slobber knocker. It was 10-7. It was like a baseball score. Yeah, man, they won't score. No, it was 0-0. But they was playing some defense out there, Joan. They had good players, but you know, the Eagles made one more big play. And I had my man on here too. I forgot to talk to him about the game. We still talk about Army stuff. Unk. But yeah, I'm breaking it down, man. And everybody who got my 21 on YouTube. I'm on Twitch today. I'm on Facebook. I'm just getting it in and fitting it in here. Let me bring back up my screen as I read. Going over what the game that wasn't. We got whooped, Ellison. Final score was 42-26. 42-26 sounds like something the Commodores be talking about on Brick House, but it was not that well. You like that? I need instant laughter so I know if the joke is going through. Thank you, baby. 42-26. Oh, what a winning hand. Yeah. And this is, you know, hey, let's not throw it into double coverage. This would be key a little bit later on in an interception to Christian McCaffrey, kind of in double coverage. And the pushback I got was, you know, you gotta, how could he know it was double coverage? We gotta do the pre-snap reading on this one, and we gotta count. And this is part of that big money you are with a quarterback. You got to kind of count. You got to look over the lay of the land and see where your help is and where your numbers are. Right now, we got one over here. We got one outside, one to the structure. All right. We see 2 birds on the wire, so we're thinking 2 deep. They playing off coverage a little bit. Could be 3 deep. You can depend on these guys. They'll tell you the truth, but these guys will lie to you. So they might be off and then come and press. They might be pressed and then jump off. But what we have to do is look at your wall defenders. And if he's in an eagle, kind of outside-ish, we'll call it a 50 technique. That would be a 5. And if you're back, you know, you're not 10 yards, but we call it 50s. We call everything in here is 10s. If he's over the center, he's playing 10. If he's over the guard, he's playing 20. If he's over on the outside of the guard, it's a 30. That's just how they number it. But we got to know if this guy's eagled out at a 50, he's going to be a wall defender. So you counting your numbers here. He's going to rush, but know that this thing is going to triangle up, and he's probably got deep. But look on the other side, he's manned up here. He's got help here. I mean, he's manned up here. So the flat and possibly out here can be exploited. You got to count before you do it. It's very important, and don't throw it where you don't have the numbers. I love this. This route is really good because it stems through here. It's creating a separation here and giving one of your best time to get out here in this flat. And he's on a whip route. I think he's going to come back in here. Or if he decides to go out and up, that's more gravy on the train. But Mac has said, I am throwing this thing to him. I don't care who says anything. I'm going to him. But you got to know you got this wall defender here. You got to know you got that wall defender here. He wasn't going to go with Kittle deep. You got this wall defender here. And then it didn't happen, but that's too close for comfort. When you could have CMC over here moving and shaking for them little 2 yards. Y'all see what I mean? It might be, picking the knees of Nets, but if you got a clean pocket, you got CMC over here matched up against a linebacker, which is always favorable. And then if you would have held it a little longer, I want y'all to direct your attention to the middle here. He 88 out the gate. Yeah, see what I mean? Sometimes not everybody's perfect. But call it out and mention it. Mention it early. Say something. Hey, look, when you do, count it up a little bit and just take your time. If you got time, go ahead. But I know sometimes, man, it can. If you done felt some kind of way and you got Brindle in front of you, you might speed up the clock in your mind a little bit, and you're taking some risks you don't necessarily need to take. That it happens. You're gonna think of who, boy. Hold on, stop right there. You better, boy, Collie. I gotta cut it off now. Now you're in my wheelhouse, Cal. I'm thinking about getting them new edition Boys to Men, Tony Braxton. I plan on being there in Charlotte, North Carolina on the 27th or 28th of February. We going to be singing Cool It Now. You better slow it down. Ooh, watch out. Mr. Telephone Man, I'm going to cut the food. Tony Braxton in there with the 7 whole days. Boys to Men in that Motown Philly back again with a little East Coast swing. I am not missing this one. Last time I see you do this shit live, it was, man, I think I was 18. So, it's more of me now and stuff is grayer, but hey, man, yeah, that's going to be a bomb. Oh, man. The launch of that was bad. And plus, the new Michael Jackson movie is going to be out in the spring. I think it's his nephew is playing him. That's going to be incredible. So, yeah, bro. Yeah, I had to stop it. Kylie Young there. He know what I like. Fly on down, man. Let's go see New Edition, Tony Braxton and them. Let's go ahead and do that, man. Because I have a feeling we're not going to be doing anything in February. now we're open because we in the hunt. Let me get back to my regular scheduled programming here. All right, baby. Thank you ladies and gentlemen. D, y'all give D a round of applause. Cancel that. Where's my media there? Thanks. It's Happy Veterans Day. Thank you, babe. Came and kicked it with me. She off from work. Ain't got nothing to do. Going to play with the dog. Yeah, going to play with the dog. As long as you got chicken, man. She made me some breakfast this morning. That daggone dog up there. That's the beggingest dog. I'm gonna talk about him after you leave. That's just be begging. And he don't get no bigger. He just sit around and beg and just try to eat your food. And you know, he hear the click of the plate, like when your knife is picking something up, and the dog just be like, kibbles and bits. I'm serious. This dog will just eat anything. And Lord, you know, if you got some Popeye chicken, that daggone dog will knock you down. But won't listen to nothing else you say. Press send so fast. Pressed send too fast. Oh, you press send too bad. Go. You gonna get all them one that ticket. Oh, hold on. Them ticket. We gotta look at some prices here. Wait a minute there, Kingfish. We in the government shutdown. Happy Veterans Day to wifey, also Terror Dome. Oh man, you missed her. She was here laughing at her husband as she often does. Let me get back to my film here. Sharing the screen, ladies and gentlemen, sharing the screen. Yeah, so that's what I was just saying about Mac. You know, it is not a critical critique, but I will accept nothing in a victory that I would not accept in a loss. I have to call out what I have to call out. And hey, it is that. Later on as we go on, this is second quarter, and hey man, they just executed a tunnel. It's a tunnel screen here, and it just was like, it was just carnage. It looks bad either way, but it's Puka Nacua out, and then he cuts across, and we got hats on here. We gonna get a hat there. These guys are coming down the line, and Puka know what to do it once he get it, man. But we gotta rally. We gotta get to these guys. And let's just face it, they were prepared. They were a little bit better than us and quicker than us and had more energy, but we gotta be able to do something, man. These blocks, he's taking out 2 with 1. Look at this 89 over there. I don't know his name, but he's hitting D winners, and I think that's Mustafa. Yeah, they pretty much canceled each other out. Look at our people on the ground. Bam. Blocked. Down. He's gonna come out here and get Jair. It's just, what are you gonna do? Yeah, not the greatest effort. Then there and there. At least he hustled down there. That's Jordan Elliott. He had a rough game. Upton Stout's trying, but dude, he's at the goal line. You know, just a rough game. Rough game. Our defense just didn't have it. Didn't have it. And we depend on our defense. We depend on these guys to make it happen. And when they don't, it looks really bad. It looks really bad. Sincerely. And this is Matt on the other one. Matt the Cat was rolling out, and he's not, the most mobile of quarterbacks, but we just didn't even have a pass rush. I mean, I think we got 1 sack, maybe. They were crediting our defense with 2 of our guys had a half a sack, so I think that's 1 whole sack. And I'll look and see. Look at them. They sealing off the back end here. That's Keon White. He's sealed. And I love this play down here. And he holds that ball out. See how he holding that ball out? This is 57. This is my favorite play down here. It's probably my favorite play. It is slot right. Is it? Let me get the slot right. Let me see if he did it. Now we're going wing right, tight right. 57 bootleg drag option pass. Before there were helmets that you had the radio in, it hit me in high school when I played guard. We used pulling guards to bring the plays in. So I was wondering, where did I get the prowess to call plays? I used to call the plays, or the coach would give me the plays to run in, and I played guard. And then after each play, you bring a new guard in, and he'll come in and tell the quarterback the play. They gave us the play on the sideline. We ran the plays in because you just couldn't holler out and say 57 bootleg drag option pass. And they didn't have the helmets of all that good stuff. So, but this is my favorite play. 57 bootleg drag option pass gives you a boot here, and the quarterback's got a really good fake. It seals people in. It catches your linebackers because he's got to honor that. If your running game has been working, it really catches you off guard, especially he holds that thing. And then we had a quarterback, number 9, Matt Overton and Lynn Clayton. They would hold that thing out, and then my boy would just curl up. Leon would curl up like he had the ball. Sometimes, man, 2 or 3 of them would come and hit him, And then Overton would wind out. You got one short and one to the corner. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play. 57 bootleg drag option pass. And then, if you were so inclined, you can run that thing, and it's made for the red zone. Absolutely made. I like that. Spider 2 wide banana. I like that tight end peel. It's a whole bunch of good things. I don't like that stack look that they gave in the Super Bowl and threw a interception. So motion empty right across. George Kittle is a man. Look at that dude, man. This is what future Hall of Famers look like. This is what that looks like, man. George Kittle is that dude, man. This is a good play, too. It's just him on a Hank. More of an end. He hits him right in the middle, and then his head's upfield. He's looking for work. He said, that first guy, don't even worry about that one. Hey, come and get some of this. Come and get some. Bam! And then, that's 5 more yards after contact. That's a daggone man. He'll be wearing a gold jacket one day. Love him. Love him. He said Curtis 50 Cent. Yeah, 50 Cent was at the mic once or twice. I got a little for him. Now here, this is how the day went. This is getting close to the I think this is the third or fourth, just the third quarter. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then boom, you're hit with a penalty. That referee said, hell no, y'all got too many men out here. And he, he's got to take that run of shame because we went to a nickel package. Nobody told D or it's D winner. So stuff like that happens, man. When it's happening like that, that go Kittle again, man. Great play. And I chose that play because it's very similar to the one that we got penalized for at the end of I think it's at middle of the fourth. Look, he's just going out. He's on the hot route. He's going to the bench. And look at him lay out for this thing and bring it in, even being interfered with. He's doing that with the guy on his back. That's how Shaquille O'Neal used to dunk on people, with the guy on his back. That was some good stuff, man. Whip route here, man. That Jawan Jennings is a grown man. And I like Jawan Jennings. I was skipping around a little bit here. Look at this. Boom. He's right there. And look over here. He's got him there too, because the safety was vacated. That's a beautiful shot there, man. And Mac put it right where he needed to put it. Did I get it down the line? Great. Knows he's the man coverage. He's looking for him. Wham. That's pretty. Absolutely pretty. Absolutely pretty. That's Mac got his Brock Purdy on that one, ladies and gentlemen. How many times we used to see Brock do this? Do we call that the Purdy pirouette? I'm getting up out of here, buddy. And you know, look who back there, Brendel. You know, he was beat because he chasing the dude. Brendel is always facing the dang on. And it was a hard block here. That is a lot. He's all the way out in the 3 position. That's the guard is 2, so he's outside shade of the guard. He's on over front, and Brendel's got to get on his horse a little bit to get over there. And it's a tough block, but it can be done. Look at Brendel, boy. Brendel, he fought in there, and a good catch. I just that one just came to mind. I wanted to show Brendel did do a little something, but it can look really bad. Look at Brendel. Hey, come back here, come back here. He almost caught a clip. So there you go. Big Brian Robinson, man. Brian Robinson run that rock. See, it's just a little bit more explosive with him. Watch him down the line. Look how he hits that hole. He's looking for his hole, looking. Bam! Go through it. Off the butt of Pooney. See, initially, this is how decisions are made that quick. And you got to be nimble, because when he gets this ball, the hole looks here, but that thing can get filled. You see, that's Spate. He's kind of giving leverage to that hole right there. But look at Brian, man. He makes it. You give him a little in. See the little dip, and he creates leverage for himself. Spate had to respect it and get on this side of. That's not Pooney. I think, who is that? Oh, that's McKivitz. He gets on the wrong side, and then he decides to cut it out just with that little dip and accelerate. He's already by this guy. He accelerates, and then he's coming into these guys with impact and force and getting another 2 or 3 yards. That's the difference. It's a subtle difference. Younger legs, just good stuff. Good stuff. And then I think we reward the big man and give him the ball down here. Oh, ain't nobody block on this one. Okay. Let's look and see what happened here. Who ain't blocking? Who ain't blocking? Who ain't blocking? Who ain't blocking? That Purdy pirouette, boy, Purdy had that pirouette. All right. This is what I see here. Mr. Barch doesn't get out of his stance, man. We need to be aggressive. If we know our assignment already at the snap of this ball, this foot needs to step towards the assignment, get on them, lock, and let's play ball on this side over here. This Ram got aggressive and he's playing ball with Barch over here, which is a no-no. You see how he's backed up already and stacked up. Now you're causing him to bubble a little bit. Secondly, look at Pooney. I mean, not Pooney. Look at Brindle. These are the subtle things that can mess up a play. Brindle knows the play and where it's going. He knows it's supposed to go to the outside. You got to get on him, get on him quick, and get him out of there, right? Watch what Brindle does. Snap at the ball. False steps to the side. He's just linear movement. He's just going down the line. He didn't step to him. He stepped, what would you call it? Laterally, a lateral step. And then rather than be aggressive and get on him and wash him down or get to his right side and wash him up, he's there playing hopscotch or what's the game? Dodgeball or something, you know, when you can't make your mind up. Look at him. He's just mirroring them. Dude, get on him and block. Get on him and block. And now he's out leveraged. He's by him. And guess who's going to make the damn play? You see what I mean? Come on, man. And now look at him. See? There go to Brindle. Back turn to the goal. He looking at him. Look at, and he said he's going, oh, let me clear. He's giving you the sad face. Sorry. I did it again. Don't be sorry, be better. You know? I hate to see 60. I hate to see the front of your jersey facing the damn wrong way. What is that? He said, "Dag, I did it again." Yeah, you did. Okay, this is where we feed big man. No, it's a little boot. Get stopped. I like that. Now, this is supposed to be, I didn't like this design here. This is supposed to be spotter 2 Y banana. You're supposed to take that Y, block him, and he leaks in here. But for whatever reason, both he and Jennings get washed down, and nobody leaks out. The only primary, they don't have a tertiary, they don't have a secondary, they just can go to him, which is cool. Spatter 2 Y banana had a little counteraction on there too, but it's best served with 2 receivers, the Y making the banana, but he's stuck down there. See, if he was running down here, he should be hitting them right about the 4, or maybe over there by the NFL, or maybe over there even by the corner. And Mac has the option to possibly run it. It's a wonderful play. It's my second favorite play. Y'all seen 57 bootleg drag arch pass. This is spotter 2, no banana. And that's how that happened. I hope I'm not boring y'all. I could do this for you. Look at Brindle. Jesus. Look at Brindle. Back that thing up like Juvenile. Let me. No, that's Barch. All right, Brindle's. I'm sorry, Brindle. Boy, you know what your name is. All right, Brindle's got this, man. Barch is look head down. He's a heavy-legged waist bender at this point. You can get your quarterback healed. You can get the back healed. Don't turn around and face me. Max out there. And he completed the pass, but it could have been a lot more if you would have sprung the Y banana. And that's just play design. And then I think finally this is on the one. I think, yeah, they feed big man. He get in there. Look at him. Oh, he ran over Landman. Landman, dang Landman, boy, you found some Brian Robinson Jr. BRJ. Look at it. Look at it. Come here. Boy. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Love that. And naturally they come right back down and they're ready to score. We're just non-aggressive. We're not getting up into it. I told y'all he coming to the strong side. He coming to the strong side. He run behind the power. And they dapping each other up. Y'all check it. Y'all check it. Look at 84 and 87. They feeling it. They know. They taking pride in their blocking. See that? See the high five or the low five? They know. They sense it. It's gonna be over soon. They know. They know when they got you on the ropes. One bad play there, and I think that this is dangerous. This is what Kylie was talking about. That daggone McVay knew what he was doing. He didn't separate his power. He's got Devontae and Puka one side. What do? You need help over there. Go ahead and take him and move over here. Y'all can cover 84 and 87. That's a tight end and another tight end. So they're in 12 personnel in a pistol. Devontae Adams is considered, well, for me, he was considered the best receiver in the game, probably, 2 years removed from Jamar Chase, maybe 3. And then you got Puka Nacua, everybody's All-American on one side. Dude, it's worth it just to take a time out. Hey, get some help over here. You need another body. You need a safety or something. But this is kind of McVay's design to make sure he gets one-on-ones with his superior athletes. And this is your result. You got Mustafa trying to cover that dude, and it ain't a fair fight. It just ain't a fair fight. No way Mustafa can. Yeah, but that was by his intricate design and the fact that you had to be respectful of the running game because they done ran for so many yards. And their tip was they hear talking. Look at it. Hey man, they usually run right on up in here. Yeah, they do. One of y'all, dude, go over here and help. Mustafa 1-on-1 with Devontae swing. But lesson learned. Yeah, that just wasn't even close. And that was that BS call of I think they false started Kittle. It was a double foul. They called a false start on Kittle after he got into motion. He sets and then he goes out. He is not moving closer to the line of scrimmage. A false start implies you've flinched or you've moved toward the line of scrimmage or towards the defense. And they apologize for it, but hell, you done messed it up already. You know, the commentator said that was not a foul. As y'all see, he is set. He is not moving towards the line of scrimmage. Ball is snapped. He's off the line of scrimmage, as a matter of fact. But they called double fouls. It was pass interference. And we could see it on this view right here. He moves on over. I think he stays set, and then he goes. These guys ain't even call it. This dude over here calls it. What's his deal, man? I'm like, who is that? Pete Carroll. What's your deal, man? What's your deal? When he told Jim Harbaugh that. What's your deal, bud? And this is where I came in, Callie Young. This is the same thing I mentioned I saw in the first half. Mac didn't count up the numbers. As Shirley Murdoch said, you should have counted up the storm, but instead we got lost in the second, in the minute, in the hour. Hey, as we lay. You got 1, 2, 3 over here, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. But look across. It's one-on-ones. One-on-ones. Safety help inside, but we got all this to play with. But what does Mac do? He didn't count those numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1. Let me use a different color. I like these colors in this thing. I like this app. 1, 2, 3. So it's 5-3 or what's that? 20% swing, 20% more man than we had. He tries to get it in there, and now you pick. But on the opposite hash, look at the one-on-one. Look at Juwan. He's on a whip route. He brings it in, and he's cutting it out. I trust Juwan Jennings right there to get this little 4-yard first down. Right? You see the numbers? You got to count up the costs. And that's got to be pre-snap. You can't wait until then to, until the point you can't make that decision then. It's just too many hands and bodies around. It's just bad throwing it in double coverage. And I'm not dogging. Mac had an incredible game. 33 of 39, 319 yards. He did what he could do. He had some pressure a lot of times, but those are some deficiencies that I know the Brock hating world would have been like, he garbage. Trade him. And it's okay, but I'm calling that out, dude. Count that stuff up count your one-on-one matchups up before you go into 5-on-3. That's all I'm saying there. And I thank you. Shirley Murdoch reference. She was phenomenal on Computer Love. Oh man. And I know you love some Computer Love. That's Roger. Roger Troutman, man. Yes. Shirley Murdoch was bad. My first show was Mom Took Me and Lisa Brownlee with my dad and Uncle Tyrone to the Richmond Coliseum. 1985, Luther Vandross, Give Me the Reason, and Shirley Murdoch opened. Shirley Murdoch opened, man. She was incredible. Wonderful, wonderful lady, wonderful voice. Sabrina, 15. Good to see you. Looks like you on the Twitch. Welcome, young lady. Welcome. You's amongst your friends and your brethren. Happy Veterans Day. It's Veterans Day, as y'all see. You know, it's Cav. If you ain't Cav, you ain't. We had a saying. Brock does that. He's getting killed by the fan base. I know, man. I know. And that's why all I said was, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that double cut, throwing that thing in the double coverage. Because it's, again, it was fourth down. It was at the end of the game. We're down at that point. I think it was 35-26 or something like that. But dude, it was just we got to be, just don't learn that, don't get into that habit, or get into the habit of counting it up, or just don't put that ball in harm's way. And you can do it easily pre-snap by just making your count and looking at who you got, what coverage it is, where the safeties are, where's the wall defender, and thinking in your mind's eye, hey, I might throw it into the teeth of this. And, things go better. Let me see. She said, what's up? Hope you're doing well. We are pretty well. Do you play games? No. I'm as serious as cancer, boy, all the time. About football, I do play. I play a little Madden. That normally what I play. A little Madden. I ain't got a new disc. I know you can download it online, so I'm not that old, but I just don't really mess with the video games too much. But I'm happy that you're here. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We talking good football here and great music and movies. If y'all want to look at some incredible war movies, I rank war movies. Number 1, Saving Private Ryan. Number 2, Platoon. Number 3, Full Metal Jacket. Number 4, no, as I was. Number 1 for me, man, I love Soldier Story. It is behind me there. If y'all can, where's my camera? Follow me, camera. Come on. I'm going the wrong way. Follow me. There it is. That's Howard E. Rollins in A Soldier Story. It's right beside my Bronx Tale in the back there. Godfather 2, and A Few Good Men. Yeah, but I love that Saving Private Ryan. And I hit y'all on this, a couple of 2 new ones, man. If you've seen Black Hawk Down, might want to check out Warfare. Warfare is awesome. Lone Survivor is wonderful. Good war themed. 1914 was good. Quite along the Western Front. Patton, I love Patton. Dirty Dozen. What's the one with the tanks? Fury was good. Courage Under Fire, Denzel Washington. Forrest Gump counts because a lot of it was Vietnam. So I throw Forrest Gump in there. Yeah, man. I gotta say, Bubba. Yeah, man. Forrest went to White House. Did Forrest go to White House 4 times? I think he went 4 times. Cali for 200 million. Brock can't make mistakes, get hurt, or line dance ever again. That's my dude, Papa J, man. He lighting it up. Thank you so much, Papa J. You the truth. Can you see my messages? Yes. Great. I'm from Chicago. Hey, Sabrina. From Chicago. Say hey. I know it's cold up there. It's cold down here, Lord Jesus. Does that count? LOL. I think it does. Everything does. Okay. Well, I have occupied y'all times for an hour and 45 minutes. It's been a great Veterans Day. Thank y'all all for coming out. Special guests, my wife D came and sat and chilled with me and saw what it's like on this side of the camera. Happy Veterans Day to all the great veterans out there. And just when you run up on them, man, just thank them for their service and ask them, give you a war story or two, or something that happened back in the day or something, man. It's good to just fellowship with. Unc came by, man. Shout out to the Regal Eagle. Naturally, my Golden Domers, my A1s, Day Ones, Cali Young. Come on, man. Bebop in the house. Papa J in the hizzle. Red, Jet, Shell Ellison, and all y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Y'all keep me coming back, keep me vibing, keep me good. My wonderful son, DeAndre, Big Brick in the building. All y'all, man. Crazy Jews. I ain't gonna miss nobody here. Christian Carver. Always be showing. Hey, and thanks, Christian. You always be showing love on Twitter, man. Thank you so much. I do be putting out some good stuff. I'm a poet and didn't know it, and I made that rhyme. Anyway, remember, everyone, we walk by faith and not by sight. In Jesus' name, amen. I will see y'all all on Thursday. I'll probably be in here with my main man, Wolfie, and we'll be talking it up again. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless.